Why do some people lose money in the stock market? If you are also wondering on this question, then you should watch this video because I have explained some of the factors which are responsible for people losing money in the stock market. Alright, so please watch this video till the end of this and you will get a clarity on major factors which influence a person's mind and they lose. Okay, so let me start this video by giving you a map of what exactly I'm going to cover, right? So this is my mind map and I'm going to talk about these points: lack of patience, speculation, lack of emotional stability, no portfolio sizing, comparison with others, not able to see, and focus on quick money and stable long-term money. So I'm going to explain each of these one by one. Okay. So lack of patience is the number one reason I believe people lose in the stock market. Nobody has patience for the long run because the stock market is not a game of quick money, right? It accumulates wealth over a period of time, and yes, it can be used to create wealth in the short run as well. Yeah, we have different strategies, we have options also to make money in the short run. But then all of this requires patience from you. And due to lack of patience, what happens is you develop a feeling called FOMO. And what is FOMO? Fear of missing out. FOMO. So suppose a stock has rallied and it is bullish now, it is going up, and this is in news everywhere. But if you have not yet invested into that stock and you have been watching it from some time and suddenly it started trending, it started going bullish, all of a sudden your mind will start saying that now is the time to invest. Okay, it may not be the right time to invest. It is rallying for many other reasons. But then just because you see it in news, you see it everywhere around you, and you have this perception that the stock is zooming ahead, I am not yet invested into it and let me invest right now. If you are going ahead with this thought approach, then you are not doing it the right way. So you don't have to go with what market is screaming. You have to go with your own analysis. You have to be patient. So if you know that it is not the right time to enter, yet the market is going up, you need to be patient. You need to hold your nerves. You don't have to feel like a FOMO. You don't have to have this FOMO feeling, right? So patience is the number one virtue into the stock market. Even the legendary Warren Buffett says that the stock market is a tool to transfer money from impatient to patient. So I hope you got the idea why patience is so important. Now the next point I'm talking about is speculation. So many people, they invest into stock market just based on speculation. They listen from their friends or colleagues, or they watch some news or read some news that a particular company is doing well, or they predict that based on this news a certain upward movement is going to happen in a company, and just based on these information they go ahead and invest into the company without caring for the fundamentals and the other technical analysis that you need to do. Okay, because doing that requires some effort from your side, but going ahead with the market, market screaming and the hype around it is pretty easy, and it's human tendency to go with what is easier, right? So you should never be doing speculation based investment or trading. You should always be doing a proper analysis, fundamental and technical analysis. Alright, only then you will be able to stay clear from the pitfalls of speculation trading. Now let's move on to the next point, which is lack of emotional stability. And what I mean by this is you tend to show symptoms of either being fearful or being greedy, right? Fearful or greedy. So suppose you're holding a stock, you know that the company is really good, the fundamentals are really strong, okay. But if it has started going down for some reason, because stock market is never always a upward game, it always moves in cycles. There are always currents, right? Up, down like this. So if you get fearful at during any downturn movement, in spite of knowing that the business is really good, then basically you are playing to your sentiments of being fearful. And once you get this fear, then you will never be able to hold stocks for the long run so that they can generate wealth for you. So you need to be very emotionally stable. Now another thing is you become greedy many times. It's not just you, me also. Sometimes I also get greedy and fearful, but then over a period of time I have learned to control these to some extent. Okay, to some extent. So what happens when you become greedy? So suppose today you entered into any stock position, tomorrow it gave you really good profit and you booked your profit. You got the profit in your account. You sold your shares, right? And it still goes up. Then you will show tendency of becoming greedy. You will tend to invest more into that same stock, thinking that it will give you more return next time. Okay, because it has given you some good return already, you will think that it will continue to give you good return if you keep investing into it. And suddenly what will happen? The stock price will fall down. Okay, so you go ahead with this feeling without doing any technical analysis or doing any fundamental check if it is still the right time to enter the market, to enter into this stock, right? If it is again a good time based on a technical and fundamental analysis, then only you enter into that stock again. But don't play to your feelings, don't play to your emotions of being fearful or greedy. Always try to keep them under check as much as possible. Always take rational and stable decisions. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. No portfolio sizing. So what I mean by that is, people, I mean, they trying to keep all the eggs in one basket, as they say that don't put all your eggs in one basket. So it is just to say that you have to distribute your investment amount into different investments, into different stocks. Okay, don't keep all your investment into just one company. And again, you need to divide your investment to several categories: big companies, medium companies, small cap companies, right? And then you also have to allocate a certain percentage only to your option trade. So suppose today you got some profit into option trade, tomorrow you might become a victim of your emotions of being greedy. And what you will do, or you may do, you will invest all, you will put all your money into option trade only. Okay, and chances are higher that you will enter into that same trade again which gave you profit the previous time. So with this you are doing something really very risky. First of all, you are not doing portfolio sizing, and second, you are again not doing proper technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and you are just being played by your emotions. The next point I want to talk about is comparison with others. So let's say you have a group of people doing investment with you, and some of them are shouting that they made 50% profit in one day, 90% profit in one day, because when people get profits, they scream a lot. But when they lose money, they keep quiet, they don't tell. So what happens is, if you listen to people who are screaming about their profits overnight or very good results, right? You will be played by your emotions again. You will start thinking why I am not being able to get such profits. And in that haste, what you will do, you will take some wrong step. So if your colleague told you that I invested into this company, company A, which gave me 80% profit in one night, okay, next day you will also think, okay, let me also invest into this company A. But the next day, the situation might have changed. The circumstances under which your friend got profit the previous day might have changed at the time when you are entering into that company. Okay? So always have a proper reason, proper rational reason when you want to do the investment into any company. And as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. So don't let it steal your joy. Everyone has their own progress. Everyone has their own way to get the profits, to progress in life. It's not just the stock market, but in life, this rule applies, right? Everybody has different way to living their life, correct? So don't go by what other people are doing. Definitely you can get inspired by them, you can get some ideas, but don't follow them blindly. Okay. Next point I want to say is people are not able to see the overall market move. Okay. So nobody can predict 100% that what is going to be the situation tomorrow. 100% predictability is not possible into stock market even for the best astrologers. Otherwise they would have become billionaires overnight. Correct? But at least we can get some idea, which is we can say like 60-70% true for most of the time. If you are good, if you are really good, then maybe you will get you will assess the market move correctly 50 to 60 or 70% of the time. So even if you are able to predict a market move with certain predictability in advance, I mean, it doesn't happen in the air. There are technical indicators to do that for you. If you do proper technical analysis, you will get a fair idea that where is market heading. Is it going upwards? Is it going downwards? So if you have the knowledge of understanding the market move, how to actually understand this, then you should be able to take the corrective action. So if the market has started going down, you should be selling your shares, and if the market has started going up, you should be adding some more into your portfolio. But this comes with a proper understanding of the technical analysis, alright, of the market move. So a lot of people, they don't have this information, and again they get played by the news around them, the hype around them. So don't go and play by the news around you. Don't play to the hype which is created around you. Try to understand how to do the market move analysis and try to follow that. Okay, because it is a very famous saying in investment and trading: trend is your friend. So always make trend your friend and always try to follow trend as much as possible. And the last but not the least, people focus on quick money rather than stable and long-term money. So when you are doing investment and trading, you need to have very good clarity in your mind that what is your goal. Is your goal long-term wealth creation or your goal is short-term wealth creation? Many people, they play the game of short-term wealth in those places where they should be playing long-term game. For example, they are investing in companies with a short-term gain in mind. So when you are doing value investment, you should do it with a long-term wealth creation in your mind. But when you are doing option trading or there are some other strategies for short-term gain, then you should be going it with that mindset. So you should always have a clarity. What is your objective? And to meet that objective, what is the step you're going to take. Don't mix the steps, don't mix the strategies which are meant for a certain objective. Some strategies are suited only for long term capital creation, and some strategies are suited for short term capital creation. Don't mix them. Okay, always have this clarity in your mind. What is your objective and how you are going to achieve it. Okay, so my friends, this is what I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you learned from this video. If you are doing any of these mistakes which I just explained, try to avoid them as much as possible, and do a safe investment and trading. So I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for some more content from me in future. Till then, take care. Bye bye.